There was a time in my life when doing me was my occupation. I was walking around with years of anger built up in frustration. I was losing myself and started to slowly become the person the enemy said that I would be. But deep down inside, all I wanted to be was free. Free from the pain of my past that still had a hold on me. I was walking around smiling and laughing, yet dealing with so many insecurities, saying that I was okay, but dying inwardly. You see, it all started when I was placed in foster care after being raped and molested. The flashbacks still torment my mind, and sometimes I just wish that I could forget it. Forget that this ever happened to me and live a normal life of happiness. But instead, I was beating myself up, trying to figure out how I could have prevented it. Looking in the mirror, not liking the person looking back at me. I felt dirty, ugly, worthless, and just knew that the world would be better off without me. So 3 times I tried to commit suicide and got upset with God when nothing ever happened, from trying to bleed to death to overdosing, but not seeing any effects of it. I became maddened. I didn't understand what purpose I would have here, as messed up as I was. I felt lost, ashamed, guilty, and unloved. So I gave myself away to any man that showed me that he cared. I knew it wasn't real, but it filled the void from the absence of love that wasn't there. Next thing I knew, I was an undercover prostitute, living a life of self-hate, selling my body in exchange for anything that could buy me temporary happiness while leaving permanent scars. I didn't know how much more I could take. I knew of God, but didn't know him personally for myself. But I didn't let that stop me, because I was desperate for help. I became like the woman with the issue of blood, pushing through all circumstances just to touch the hem of his garment. I was tired of the pain, the hurt, and the torment. So I began to cry out to God. Savior, oh Savior, why don't you hear my humble cry? While on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. And I'm crying, Savior, oh Savior, why don't you hear my humble cry? While on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. I need thee, oh, I need thee every hour. I need thee, oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. Please don't leave me, Jesus. Please don't leave me, Jesus. Please don't leave me, Jesus. Please don't filled my eyes as I felt comfort from the Father's embrace. I found peace in knowing that every sin that I committed, He erased. That day I decided to follow Jesus and give Him my all. To this day, I still don't understand why my name He called, why He continues to cover me in His blood, even when I come short and fall, and why He raised me up from death just to minister to you all. Now, your story may not be my story, and your issue may not be my issue, but I'm sure that we all been through some things that we say had to happen. If it didn't happen, we wouldn't be the people of God that we are today. So yes, the hurt had to happen. The abandonment had to happen. The pain had to happen. The disappointments had to happen. People walking away from you and giving up on you had to happen. If you take nothing else from this poem, just know that it had to happen. Again, my book will be released on March 31st, and I just pray that this poem bless you all. God bless.